Prepared to be terrified, Rhode Island author Raina Smith is back with a new novel just in time for the Halloween spirit. The Vampire is a book based on one of the world's rarest and most powerful vampires who settles down in Newport, where the public has no idea that he lives among them. Here to give us the chilling details is Raina herself. Good morning, Raina.
Good morning, Will. So thanks for having me. I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, I'm glad you're here. So let's get to this, because I was reading part of it, and now the main character, the vampire, his name is Rex.
His name is Rex.
He is not what people would think of when they think vampires, your traditional vampire, right?
Right. This book is not all about killing. You know, Rex really has an internal struggle between his vampire side and his human side. He's really tormented about being a vampire. He never wanted this for himself, and he wonders what will become of him after this.
Right. He really kind of has a soft spot too.
He does.
For nature, for art. So he's kind of an all-around, decent guy.
Right. He's very, very handsome, so the ladies will love him.
Okay.
He dresses absolutely beautifully. He has a tailor that makes clothing for him. He loves the arts. He plays the piano. He can dance. He loves, beautiful paintings. But he does kill. He is a killer of man, but he only kills bad people. Okay. Because Rex saw, after his first kill, he saw how devastated the family was, the wife, the daughters, the community at large, and he never wanted to do that again. So he decided, I'm only going to kill bad people. So we see him visit the State House, we see him go throughout Newport, and he reads the newspaper and watches television to find the most detestable of Rhode Island society. Right.
So really, first of all, how long does it take for you to put something together like this, a book together?
It depends on how much time I have. So this book in particular took 1 year and 3 months. Okay. But usually it takes 4 or 5 years for me to write a novel, and this book is 453 pages long. It depends on how much time you have. I mean, you really have to concentrate. There's a lot of research that goes into it. I'm very, very proud of this novel.
Now, everybody, when you have a character like this in a book, there's always someone who you can relate this to, who's an inspiration, who you see, you may be sitting back going, oh my God, that person is the inspiration for this. Or
for the kills.
For the kills. Well, maybe not for the kills. But I mean, for even the main character. So how do you even develop a character? Because that's going to take a lot of work.
So in my mind, I envisioned Mads Mikkelsen, who's an actor from Denmark. People may remember him from NBC TV's Hannibal, which he played a great part. Right. So I imagined a character like that to play Rex. He's perfect for it.
And what's the feedback that you've been getting? Because I know the book is out now. Folks can go out and buy the book now.
Right. Readers are writing to me saying, I'm in love with Rex, and I'm in love with Rex. That's how I could sit in that chair every day and keep writing that book. I couldn't put it down. I was up all night. It's not your typical vampire. I love this guy. I'm rooting for him. And you really, you feel conflicted for Rex as he is for himself.
Is it fun to sit down and have a blank canvas and start from scratch, creating characters and then seeing everything come to life in a book like this?
Yeah, I mean, when you toil every day, week after week, month after month, and then in the end you have the book. I remember when I received the book, in the mail, the proof, and I'm like, I did it. Yeah. I did it. Yeah. Thank you, God, I did it. It's so great, and I love it, and people are loving the cover, so it's a great feeling of accomplishment. And then when readers write to me, there's no better feeling in the whole world about how much they loved what you had to say.
Well, that's great. People can pick up this book, maybe get it today, maybe read it tonight and tomorrow night as well. Thanks so much, Raina, for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Always great to have you here. And if you would like more information about the book or where you can get it, it's available on Amazon, but you can also visit us at Rhodeshow.com.